Now, Good Morning Washington on your side.
Hey, we are at the Village at Leesburg this morning at the Conche, and you guys, we are making chocolate. Doesn't that look delicious? Plus, we'll tell you about a great summer camp for kids. It all coming up after 7 o'clock here on Good Morning Washington. First, though, I've got some friends this morning that want to say...
Good morning, Washington!
Speaking of chocolate, a chocolate-themed restaurant offering children the opportunity to learn how to be pastry chefs and chocolatiers.
I heard about this yesterday. I swear I was dreaming about this last night. This is happening in Leesburg, and that is where our kid O'Shea is around town with this sweet assignment. Kid?
Good morning to you guys, and it smells so good in here. We're at the Conche right now at the Village at Leesburg, and this is Santosh. Okay, first of all, you should be given an award for creating something that gets children off devices and keeps them active for hours on end.
Right.
They love doing this.
Absolutely, yeah. This is, I mean, we keep hearing back from them, this is one of the best classes they ever did. So, so much hands-on and so much creativity, and they always remember this.
All right, so if you've ever wondered how they make chocolates fancy and get color on them, you're seeing that right now. What is this process?
So this is called transfer sheets. So what it does is you have like an acetate sheet on the bottom. So we use cocoa butter colors to create different designs. So the kids are using 2 different type of colors now, and they're making their own little design there. So that's going to be transferred on top of the chocolate. So that's going to be the process that goes through the conveyor belt. Once it comes out of the conveyor belt on the chocolate screen, and then it gets on top, and then once the chocolate crystallizes, when you peel it off, you have that image on.
I always thought you like sprayed that on and decorated it by hand, but now we're learning the process here. So there's great classes that you have for the kids. You also have a lot of other classes for adults as well.
So yeah, we do offer cocktail making classes for the adults as well as chocolate making class every month. So the cocktail making class is so much fun, and it's always very, very popular.
And you also have all your food has chocolate behind. Right. How'd you get into the chocolate business?
Yeah, I was one of, when I was their age, I got inspired by eating one piece of chocolate Cadbury's eclairs, and I always wanted to know how it's made, and and I wanted. Then I became a pastry chef, so I've been doing this for the last 30 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
And then. Who doesn't like chocolate? So
who doesn't like chocolate?
Right?
I've never found anybody. All right, so it's the Conche Village at Leesburg. By the way, those drink making classes, the cool thing about Village at Leesburg, you can walk around with drinks through this whole area. So you can go shopping and drink at the same time. It's always a lot of fun. And anytime there's a holiday for schools where the kids have off, they've got activities here at the Conche. Back to you guys.
All right, kid, just no pressure, but Veronica just walked around the wall and said, tell kid to bring us back some chocolate. Just saying.
I don't do that too often. I said, please bring me back some chocolate. Maybe he will.
A chocolate-themed restaurant offering children the opportunity to learn how to be pastry chefs and chocolatiers.
It is happening in Leesburg, and that's where Kid O'Shea is around town with this sweet assignment.
Yeah, and we're at the Conche right now at the Village at Leesburg, and I'm with Santosh, who is the owner. And by the way, the smells in here are incredible. But I guess when you work in a chocolate restaurant every day, you don't smell the same.
Smell?
Yeah, I'm like, it smells incredible in here. So I didn't know what the Conche meant, but you have a little example right here.
Right, yeah. So, good morning again. The conche is the process, the conching is the process of making the chocolate. So this is the final process you see there. So the cocoa beans are roasted and ground into small bits, and then added sugar and cocoa butter, and then this is agitated with this conching machine for 72 hours. Then you get that really smooth, silky paste. And that's what makes into a chocolate.
And that's how you can make amazing desserts like this. What is this called?
So this is our manjari, which is a single origin chocolate from Madagascar. So it's a 64% dark chocolate. It has a brownie base, and then you have a salted caramel and a vanilla bean creme brulee, and it's encased with the 64% dark chocolate mousse, and then served with salted caramel ice cream.
I've been offered food since I walked through the door, and I'm like pacing myself. I'm like, what do I want to try? I'm trying that in a moment. Thank you very much. I want to bring everybody over here, and you can see some kids making cream puffs right now, and this is Kathleen. You guys do some really cool activities here. Summer camps for the kids, mom and daughter dates, mom and sundaes, things like that. Talk about this right now.
So right now we're making some cream puffs. The kids are piping out our pâte à choux dough. So we have the cream puffs. Once they come out of the oven, they fill them. They get to plate their own dessert. We also make chocolate sauce, salted caramel sauce. We do an ice cream. So they get to see a bunch of different basic techniques in pastry. Different methods of mixing and all that stuff.
So what's it like for after you've seen them go through the summer camp programs?
It's awesome. I mean, they inspire us with the different things they come up with the plates. They're all using the same ingredients, and every plate looks different.
Awesome. Okay, so now this is what they look like when they come out, and then are we gonna stuff them right now?
So each kid's gonna grab a cream puff. You're gonna pop a hole in the bottom using your thumb, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill. This is our milk chocolate whipped ganache. We use our Javara chocolate. There you go. So we're just gonna fill them up.
Excellent. So what are some of the other things that they learn during the camps?
So we do the chocolate bonbon making. They learn how to make a ganache, and then we do we hand roll truffles. They get to see the enrobing. They learn all the different pastries, and then last day they make a chocolate sculpture.
Awesome. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
All right. They just want to eat the cream puffs. So do I. All right, come on over here. We're going to show you what we're going to talk about coming up a little later this morning. We're going to learn how to make some of these amazing sculptures. Look at this. All right, more from the village at Leesburg coming up next on Good Morning Washington.
We already made some pieces, molded chocolate.
Talk about a winning combo. Summer camp and chocolate.
And the finished product is right there, which is pretty amazing, from lions to giraffes to everything.
Kids taking us around town at Leesburg's chocolate hotspot.
Coming up, a summer camp that's all about chocolate. Kid is taking us around town for some sweets this morning out of Leesburg, Virginia. Next.
Welcome back to Good Morning Washington. I'm Kid O'Shea around town. We're at the Conche right now at the village at Leesburg. And I want to bring in Sarah, who is going to tell us all about one of the classes that you do here with the kids, which is sculpture making. And the finished product is right there, which is pretty amazing, from lions to giraffes to everything.
You can make anything out of chocolate, really. It's very adaptable.
So for kids to be able to build something like that and take that home, that's pretty incredible.
It is. It's not that difficult, just a little bit of patience. So what we have here is we've already made some pieces, molded chocolate, and then the kids are putting them together by heating them just a little bit on the pans. That melts the chocolate a little bit. They put it together, and that's going to make it stick. We use chocolate as a glue, and then they can stick the pieces together. We use modeling chocolate too to make little accents like a hat, bow tie, eyes.
You know what's amazing about this is that you can't be on your devices while you're making chocolate sculptures. So you see kids for an hour sitting here perfectly content and happy, correct?
Exactly, yes. And they're so creative. And by the end of the 3 days, they've formed great relationships. They've made new friends. And they just have a blast.
That's awesome. So after this process of building the little sculpture, this is what it looks like once it's built. Then they take it inside there. And what's happening back there?
Okay, so what we do is we're spraying it with cocoa butter, with colored cocoa butter. So the entire sculpture is edible. So we put white cocoa butter on it first. It acts as like a primer. And then they choose what color they want, and then they spray that color on top. So very
That's
cool.
awesome. You guys have great Mommy and Me programs.
Yes, they're a lot of fun. The mom and the kids get to make their own creation. They get to work together. It's a lot of fun.
So anytime there's a school break in Loudoun County, they always have something around that time. Here at Village at Leesburg, you also can walk around with drinks. You guys have a great cocktail making classes
Yes,
as
we
well.
do those too, yes.
So you can like make cocktails, then walk around. It's a great way to spend a day. You guys did a great job. Have fun. Look at, they're not on their devices. They're making chocolate. We'll have more of Good Morning Washington coming up right after the break.